Welcome, Dr. S. Somnath.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Shri Viraj Singh, Honorable Minister of State, Mr. Pavitra Margarita, the industry captains here, Mohan Kavire, Mr. Manmohan Singh, Mr. Prashant, and Joint Secretary Mr. Rajiv Saxena, and all the industry captains, delegates, and all contributors to this domain of technical textiles. Really an honor to have me here. While we are discussing such an important topic, is something which, as Sri Mohan mentioned about, we have been talking about it quite long, but not really reaching up to that point. But then I thought that this is an occasion for us to speak about one of the domains which I am very familiar. We used to call it composites, but then the terminology of technical textiles emerged in the recent times. We have been talking about it such a word which encompasses much wider areas than the composites that we talk about in space. Way back in 70s, when we started building the rockets, there was one person who started the work in ISRO. It's none other than Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He started the composites design and development and products making during that time in ISRO. And even during SLV3 time, many of the composites products were designed and developed in ISRO using materials that were sourced from outside. So that is the genesis of our work in space in use of composites. But we know that in composites we have many types of fibers used, the glass fibers, the carbon fibers, the aramids, and also have complex resin systems which will work on room temperature, high temperature. And many of these were developed, especially the polymeric composites where matrix materials were developed in ISRO and Indian industry. Today we can claim that we have a reasonably good capability in terms of these resin systems. But when it comes to fibers, we know glass fibers reasonably well established. And for us, even the rocket design and development and launches would not have been possible without the use of technical textiles from the days of 70s. When we started doing it, especially the high temperature materials, ablatives, and all this were done using these fibers. We started using aramids in a big manner, especially with the pressure vessels. Then carbon fibers came of high modulus and high strength, later part of our design development. So you can see the pressure vessels, which I just showed one of the sample there. There are huge ones. And many of these fiber-based pressure vessels were developed with its liners, mostly using titanium and other high materials. Then structural composites as well as the ablative products on the right corner, which you see is a ablative phenolic composite part. The technology of which we acquired from France. It was not even available in India at that time. In 80s we acquired it and how to make it and make it perfectly. And because of that only we have PSLVs and other rockets flying. Just one part, you can understand. It is such a complex process which we developed. Originally we imported huge numbers from France. And they closed down their factory and we acquired the knowledge in India to build it all in-house. It's still made within ISRO, not even in an industry. So this is the difficulty that we are facing with respect to many of these products. I just thought that this talk I will just introduce you to the type of products that we are building and also the capability developed in the industry, especially in product development, not really into the technical textiles part. This is which I would like to conclude with that last part of it. You know, many of these composites which you use have very high specific strength and stiffness. They are very tailor designed, have high fatigue life, corrosion resistant, many other qualities. But it also has demerits as I listed here. Primarily driven by the cost, also complexities and repair and NDT, non-destructive evaluation difficulties. All this makes these designs very complex. And we also have various types of foams. These fibers are used in uniaxial, biaxial, triaxial, multiaxial, knitted, random, and braided. All of this we follow and makes products. Also woven architectures we use in space of various types, which some of you may be familiar. And we also build preforms, especially for high temperature composites, 2D, 3D, 4D preforms, and many of them are later converted to high temperature products. And we have created our facilities within ISRO to convert these products into high temperature ceramic materials, and also bought them with silicon carbides and to use it at very extremely high temperatures. So some of these capabilities are in-house available. Slowly industries are picking up And I know some of these industry people here maybe would have built it already. So we look forward to creating this capability in India. These are needed for our space program, it is needed for our missile programs and future even space, aerospace transportation sectors as well. And on the fibers, the glass fibers, Kevlar and carbon, we have been reasonably